Okay, so I guess we're talking today about moving to remote communications. Since we're living in uncertain times where people are stuck in their homes, we're having to take in-person communications and move them to a forum that works from home. And it highlights some opportunities and some challenges. So we're going to talk about that today.
Well, I know one thing is that, like, the amount of meetings we have has increased by like 100%. And also, we're not in person to see each other working, so now it's more important that we attend these meetings and everyone stays on page with each other.
Yeah, I guess like the idea, I feel like me and you, usually when we work from home after a week of seeing each other, we don't really like chat all day. But I feel like we had to like overcompensate. Like we have to be in kind of constant communication about what's going on.
The way that we talk remotely now is so different because, I mean, we don't have our usual turnaround and chat at our desks like we normally do.
We've had to move our more human communications online as well. We like have been joking with each other and stuff. I feel like we never did that in our online communications before, and now it's like we have to encompass everything about our work life in that framework.
No, yeah, and like you said, it definitely has bolstered our internal communications. You know, another aspect is that some of these things, like doing Skype interviews and kind of doing podcasts and videos remotely, we had been talking about before this all happened. And then now all of a sudden, not only are we talking about it more, but now it's our only means. So yeah, it's kind of forced our hand on introducing that medium and method earlier than we maybe were planning on, which is interesting.
Yeah, I feel like the biggest challenge with all this is technical logistics. Like, since we already had some experience working from home, we already had kind of a teleworking policy, it wasn't too much of a transition. A lot of what we do is online. I mean, social media and our website are things that, I typically can do from home anyway. But it is an adjustment when it comes to interviews, when it comes to multimedia products that we normally would do in person. We have an entire video studio at work, so or a video setup, so it's difficult to recreate kind of the quality that we were making before in a remote environment. So that's difficult, and same with podcasts, with audio recording as well. I mean, I'm relying on my computer microphone to do the same thing as an in-person kind of like professional podcast mic. But it also is really cool how creative we can be and how creative I've seen other people be. So it's interesting. I mean, I think people have different perspectives, but I think this could be a good move as we go forward in time for a better, healthier culture and a better work-life balance. Showing people that there are things that they're doing in person or things that they're committing time to that maybe aren't necessary to do in person, or maybe, they could reduce the amount of time they're spending on it. And so I don't know. It's just like we're being forced to see that there are things we do in our kind of traditional professional lives that might not be necessary or could be done in a more creative way.